dude, I'm learning so much about sales. Like it's so crazy. Like that's where I'm at right now. I am drilling sales. Like I came up with a sales system where it's like, and I could show you some of this stuff offline, but because I don't want to necessarily get into it right here, I might do some features for it, like in the school community or stuff. But this stuff I'm being taught right now, and a lot of what you were saying was like overcoming objections, like all that stuff. Like you can, dude, it's crazy stuff. Like all I got to tell you like a little bit right now. So it's like you have this several phases of like a sales meeting, let's say, and this is like if you get a call, you get a lead, you're meeting with a client, you're going to bid a job, you have sales, you have like a sales strategy where it's like you do your intro, where you like kind of just be friendly, just humanize yourself, and you position yourself where it's you and the person against their problem. It's not
Hmm.
it's not them versus you. It's not you trying to sell anything
Hmm.
to them. It's
Hmm.
you're on their side and it's both of you trying to fix this problem.
I
That's
like
key
that.
positioning. And then you have your discovery where you ask a series of questions. I'll just pull it up right here. I'm not going to get too into it. I won't derail too much right here, but this is really cool stuff that I've just been learning. And so the other thing too I was going to say is like with all the AI stuff going on, like use that to your advantage. Like run, like just brain dump your skills, your talents, your interests, your experience into that and be like, what are some like entrepreneurial things I can do? And it'll just like give you some ideas. Like you just totally do that, dude. There's no excuses
Yeah.
anymore, you guys. So anyway, so then you have to take them through the seven buyer belief framework. Okay. And it's pain. So the first one is pain. And this is like, it may sound like some people, if you, this is your first time hearing this sort of thing, it may sound a little cringy or like salesy, but no, what it is you want to help them identify their pain. What is causing them pain? Why are they, there's a, like for your, it's like, okay, let's say they have a tree laying across their backyard that smashed their fence. It's like they're in pain. They don't know how to fix this problem. So you don't need to be as blatant with this, but it's like, you can just basically just be like, so what, tell me about your pain. Tell me about why does this hurt? Why is it so bad? What happens if you don't, what happens 3 months from now if you don't fix this? Like what, those are the types of questions. And then it's doubt. So you need to like let them kind of come to the realization that they can't do it on their own. Like, and so therefore you become the bridge to helping them solve that problem. And then the cost of inaction, which is like, well, what do you do if you don't do anything about this? What if you don't like take action? And so this is like a way to pre-handle. Well, I guess this is more geared towards my business where it's like
No, I
you're
just came back from a quote an hour ago, and I've
yeah,
done every single one of those so far
yeah.
has tracked with what I just did. So
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah, well, it's like the cost of inaction. So like it's gonna how what do you so a lot of people this is how you so the idea what I was getting at what the idea is that you pre-handle whatever objections you're anticipating
Yeah.
in the discovery part of your meeting.
Hmm.
So you've probably had enough sales meetings where you know what your typical objections are. Oh, it's too expensive. I can do it on my
Hmm.
own, or I could, whatever. Somebody could do it cheaper, blah, blah, blah. So you can pre-handle the objections in the discovery part of your
Hmm.
conversation.
Yep.
So, and then the other one, like for me, a big one is like, oh, I got to talk to my wife about it or something like that. But in your discovery, you can ask them and be like, so is there anybody else that's like the financial decision maker here? And they're like, no, it's me. Or you just like, does your family know? You can actually ask these questions. They don't even know that they're being pre-primed for it, but it's like, does your family know that you're having this problem? Yeah. How long do they know how long you've been struggling with this problem? Yeah. Okay. Would they be supportive of you, like taking action on it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So then when you get to the end and you drop your price, they're like, well, I got to talk to my wife. It's like, didn't you just say that your wife knows, supports
Yeah.
you, and knows you're here at this meeting? So that's just an example of how you can pre handle all of the objections. And that's like for this, where I'm selling like business to business, service based
Yeah.
businesses, where it's like, I'm like, okay, so what would it mean to you if, because we're running these ads that you get three more jobs a month for like 20 grand. Let's say you're making an extra 60 grand a month. My fee is a no brainer, right? And they're like, well, yeah. Okay. So I just completely
Yeah.
obliterated their price objection up front. You know what I'm saying?